You don't actually believe a single word I'm saying, do you?
Oh, sure, of course I believe you.
Great. Just repeat the words I'm about to say, all right? Moon, prism, power, makeup. Right. Moon, prism, power, makeup. Strange things are happening in this city. Even the police can't handle what's going on. A dangerous enemy has appeared. You're the only one who can defeat this enemy. You're the guardian that's been chosen for this mission.
Start your computations. I think we're getting into a weird area here.
Maybe.